Hello and welcome to InvestorToday.ca. I'm your host, Dave Glover. InvestorToday.ca is brought to you in conjunction with RBL Communications, your online IR professionals. We're coming to you live from the World Resource Investment Conference here in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. It's Monday, June 4th, and I'm standing here with Warren McLeod, who is the president of Buchan Minerals. I'm not gonna do your new slogan yet, but okay. It's nice to meet you, Warren. So you guys are primarily in the East Coast, I understand.
Yeah, no, we're an East Coast-based company, and we've got two main projects we're developing. We've got the Lumberg base metal project in central Newfoundland, and then we've got a new project, which we're quite excited about, which we call the Woodstock Manganese project in New Brunswick. So we're definitely focused in the East Coast.
Well, and you know, you couldn't find a nicer place in Canada other than BC, I suppose. I mean, it's just beautiful down there, especially where you guys would be.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and the people are friendly. Not as friendly as you, but they're friendly.
Well, let's talk about the Lumberg base metals project first, if we can.
No, absolutely. We managed to develop the Lumberg project in the last year and a half to a pre-feasibility, or not a pre-feasibility, a PEA level, a preliminary economic assessment, and we had very positive numbers come out of that, with a net present value on that project of about $217 million, with a rate of return in excess of 40%. So basically indicated that this could be a standalone mine, and we just signed a deal with a company called Mineco, an Irish company based funnily enough in Toronto, and they're going to take it to the pre-feasibility level by spending $3.5 million over the next 2 years, and then if they like it, then they can take it up to final feasibility by spending up to $8 million, and that'll get them a 51% interest. But more interestingly with Mineco is that they also gave us $1 million to get an exclusive view at our Woodstock Manganese project. Excuse me, guys, this is...
It's always the nature of the business. You know, it's great that you're always taking phone calls, especially in this industry, especially with the markets being the way they are. It's nice to be able to. It's nice to know that you're still a hot commodity.
No, actually, that was one of our shareholders that lives here in Vancouver, an important guy. So we can't ignore those guys. We got to keep them happy. But like I was saying, so Mineco have given us $1 million for a 6-month look at the manganese project in New Brunswick. So we're going through the process right now of giving them all the reports that we've generated on this project, and it's quite an exciting project. This is a manganese carbonate deposit. This will be the largest undeveloped manganese resource in North America. We're looking at this resource from a point of view of producing electrolytic manganese metal at the end of the day. Now, electrolytic manganese metal is controlled 97% by the Chinese right now, but the Chinese are in a state of flux right now with that industry. They've got very high operating costs, and this market is anticipated to expand from the 1.8 million tons a year right now, which is a $5 billion industry, up to 2.8 million tons in 10 years' time. So it's an expanding market at the same time as the Chinese resources declining, their operating costs being quite high. We're very confident that we can develop this project with a very, very low and competitive operating cost to the Chinese. So we're quite excited to introduce this project to Mineco, with a view to doing some kind of deal with Mineco and taking this through to pre-feasibility. We're about half the way through getting a PEA done on this project. We've done the metallurgy, we've done the marketing study, we've done the in-house economic model. So we still have to drill it off, do the mine plan, and then update the economics, and then we'll be there. And I'm quite excited to get to that point, because at that point I can demonstrate to the market what the net present value of this project is going to be. And with a company right now with a market cap of $6.5 million, I just laugh sometimes when I look at these numbers that I can't tell you guys about, because it's such a fantastic project, and I look at the market cap and I just shake my head. But it's a tremendous opportunity for investors to come in to a junior that's just been beat down to its lowest price, along with all the other juniors here. But tremendous investment opportunities for investors who are looking to get the bottom feeds right now.
Well, what kind of share structure are we looking at with Buchan's right now?
Well, right now we've got 166 million shares outstanding. We've got about 44 million warrants, but we're not intending on doing any consolidation, because that's the buzzword these days with juniors is consolidations. We've got $2.5 million cash in the bank right now, so I have no urgency right now to go back to market and raise any more money. I don't have any plans to do a consolidation. Our plans are 100% focused on getting another deal done on the manganese, and hopefully have more cash payments coming into the company that way, and to do all the right things in developing and moving these projects forward and getting shareholder value generated that way.
And so it's all about maximizing shareholder value. And it's wonderful that you guys were able to get this partnership with Mineco, was it?
Yeah, Mineco is operated out of Toronto by John Kearney. We've known this group for quite a long time. They're a very professional group, and Mineco has also got a lot of cash right now. They've got $18 million in the kitty. So cash is king these days. So if you can partner up with a group that's got cash, then you're ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you're obviously ahead of the game. One of the things I heard last week was the fact that only 40% of juniors right now have any money to move forward with their projects, and it's great to hear that you guys are in the ability to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm very pleased. I mean, it's been a difficult year in terms of trying to get deals done so that your cash position is secure, and to at the same time move your projects forward. A very difficult time for juniors to do that, but we're lucky we are doing that.
Absolutely. Well, as always, when I do my interviews, I like to give my guests the final word. So I'm going to give you the final word on this, sir. Give us a quick elevator pitch, I guess, on buckets. You told us the whole story. I mean, there's no reason why people shouldn't be jumping on Google right now and pulling that up. By the way, Buckets trades on the TSX under the symbol BMC. Is that correct?
That's correct, BMC. Well, guys, listen, the story is a simple one. Undervalued company, market cap of $6.5 million. Our base metal project alone's got an NPV of $217 million. The manganese project, although I don't have a PEA number to demonstrate to the market right now, I can tell you that it's going to be scales bigger than our base metal assets. So keep an eye out for BMC. I think you're going to see the stock move quite dramatically as we start to develop these projects forward.
Absolutely. And I want to thank Warren for being here today. It was a great opportunity to meet you. We were supposed to get together at the Chicago Resource Expo. The company, again, is Buckins. Remember, folks, it's a buckin' good company. Dave Glover for InvestorToday.ca. We'll see you next time.